Welcome to Sue's Travel Diaries. In this three-part series, we are going to take you to one of the most visited countries in the world, which is also famous for its fine wines and romantic places, France. France has been one of the world's foremost powers since the latter half of the 17th century. It is one of the founding members of the European Union and has the largest land area of all members. France is also the most visited country in the world, receiving 82 million foreign tourists annually. And with this in mind, I set off to find out why it's such a popular country for tourists. And of course, we'll start with Paris. An important settlement for more than 2 millennia, Paris is today one of the world's leading business and cultural centers, and its influence in politics, education, entertainment, fashion, science, and the arts all contribute to its status as one of the world's major global cities. First of all, we'll take you to the tower that has become a global icon of France, as well as the most recognizable structures in the world, the Eiffel Tower, or in French, Tour Eiffel. On a nice summer day, you may have to wait in line for over an hour to buy tickets to go up to the Eiffel Tower elevator. But for an early autumn day like this, you can get to the ticket booth in just about 20 minutes. Named after its designer, engineer Gustave Eiffel, the tower is the tallest building in Paris. More than 200 million people have visited the tower since its construction in 1889, making it the most visited paid monument in the world. The actual count of stairs from the ticket booth at the base to the upper observation platform is 710 steps. That will surely help you burn off some calories, but not for me. I took the elevator. The entire structure, including non-metal components, is approximately 10,000 tons. Including the 24 meters antenna, the structure is 325 meters high, which is equivalent to about 81 levels in a conventional building. The top of the tower may shift away from the sun by up to 18 centimeters because of thermal expansion, and it also sways 6 to 7 centimeters in the wind. And I can assure you that it can get pretty windy up there. Maintenance of the tower includes applying 50 to 60 tons of paint every 7 years to protect it from rust. In order to maintain a uniform appearance to an observer on the ground, 3 separate colors of paint are used, with the darkest on the bottom and the lightest at the top. The tower was met with much criticism from the public when it was built, with many calling it an eyesore, especially from the arts community. But today it is widely considered to be a striking piece of structural art. One of the great Hollywood movie clichés is that the view from a Parisian window always includes the tower. In reality, since zoning restrictions limit the height of most buildings in Paris to 7 stories, only a few of the taller buildings have a clear view of the Eiffel Tower. Just a walking distance from the Eiffel Tower, we reach the Les Invalides. This is a complex of buildings in the city's 7th arrondissement, and the Musée de l'Armée is a museum at Les Invalides. Originally built as a hospital and home for disabled soldiers by Louis XIV, it now houses the tomb of Napoleon and the Museum of the Army of France. The collections cover the time period from antiquity until the 20th century. There are 500,000 artifacts, including weapons, armor, artillery, uniforms, emblems, and paintings, exhibited in an area of 12,000 square meters. The permanent collections are organized into historical collections, representing a chronological tour from ancient times through the end of World War II. The building of Louvre Palace or Palais du Louvre, which began as a fortress built in the 12th century under Philip II, was extended many times to form the present palace. It now houses the National Museum of France or Musée du Louvre, which is the world's most visited art museum. Nearly 35,000 objects from the 6th millennium BCE to the 19th century CE are exhibited over an area of 60,600 square meters. It is a central landmark located on the right bank of the Seine in the first arrondissement. For those who prefer outdoors, the garden around the Louvre Palace is just as grand and pleasant. Just a short walk from Le Louvre, we reach Garnier Opera House. The Palais Garnier, also known as the Opéra de Paris, is a 2,200-seat opera house. Officially opened in 1875 after the fall of the Empire, this grand landmark designed by Charles Garnier in the neo-Baroque style is regarded as one of the architectural masterpieces of its time. Inside the building, the vestibule leads to the magnificent main staircase, a masterpiece of marble, porphyry and onyx, lit with candelabra by Carrier-Belleuse. The Palais is opulently decorated with elaborate multicolored marble friezes, columns and lavish statuary, many of which portray the deities from the Greek mythology. Another grandiose sight in Paris not to be missed.